Hey everybody, it's your friend Sarmate here, and we're back with another episode of Cities Skylines 2. I hope we're at a fantastic and amazing day today. We're going to develop our little commercial area that we've been talking about in the last couple episodes here. So we're going to go ahead and get started with that right away. We have this nice road that we got going in through here now. We have the 4-lane road. You can see we got a couple people using it now. We put that in to try to alleviate the pressure that we had on this intersection, and it looks like that worked out pretty well. So that's great. We still have a couple of traffic problems going on back here. For now, we're just going to focus on this commercial area. So we're going to go for some medium roads. I'm going to use the 4-lane road as kind of the main way to get up there instead of going to this small road here. So let's go ahead. We'll grab our 4-lane road and we'll get this guy going here. I think I'll just go about straight up like this. We'll get that guy going, and then let's go for our 2-lane roads. So I was reading a little bit. I'm trying to read a lot of articles about Cities Skylines 2. I'm really enjoying this game. I'm playing a lot of it. I was reading that grids are the most simple way to do districts. And we talked about that a little bit, where I'm trying to stay away from grids. But I'm going to go ahead and try to employ some grids in here. I really think that they will be helpful for what we're trying to do right in here. So let's get a little bit of some grid action happening. We're going to bring this guy out 90 degrees. We'll bring it about, let's go right there, see what that looks like. And we'll extend this guy. We'll go right to the end of the road, and I really like that. It works pretty good. We'll plop that there. Okay, and then, of course, these are going to all be commercially areas. So let's get that all popped in there like that. Okay, cool. So for now, that'll satisfy our commercial demand. Let's go ahead and we'll hit up a couple spots with some office area as well. And remember, we don't need a ton of office space to satisfy our demand numbers here. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna plop a little office area over here on the back side. Get that filled in right there. Pretty good. Okay, so that'll develop. There's something else that I wanted to check on. I saw a house that was abandoned. So here's one right here. So something that I've noticed, if you have one of these, you can click on this and come over here to unhappy, and you can see why. And we can see that we have a lot of high crime around here. So the way to fix that, of course, let's go ahead and we'll grab our police and administration police station. And as you can see, yes, we have a lot of red. Didn't do a very good job on that. So we can plop another police station down here. There's something we could try instead. Let's see what we got going on here. We can do a garage extension for more space for more vehicles. We have currently 2 vehicles in maintenance. Let's go ahead and get that. That doubled our overall vehicles, so that'll be good. But let's go ahead back in here anyways and see what we got going on for police station. So yeah, this looks better, but we're still going to be needing one over here, it looks like. So let's go ahead and we'll find a good spot for this guy. And the police station is going to work great right here. So we'll go ahead and we'll plop that guy in. And then let's see what our roads look like. Still not the greatest. We got high crime probability on the red buildings here in the middle. So we'll see how this affects things here when we get this guy going. So we satisfied our commercial demand and our office demand. Great. Of course, we're getting some more residential demand coming up. We're just expanding like crazy lately. Looks like we got another abandoned house. Let's see what's going on with this guy. Ooh, a new signature building available. A streamlined diner. Definitely check that out. So what's up with you? High crime again. So it looks like we're having some crime issues going along here. And lots of houses over in here. So maybe the upgraded number of vehicles at the police station here, maybe that'll help fix this a little bit. So let's not jump into another police station right away. 160,000, quite a bit. We have 1.1 million, so we're doing okay with money, but I don't want to just jump into that right away. So let's just let that go for a minute. Let's see what we got going on for our little commercially area over in here. It's developing slowly. Oh, something we should probably throw in here. All right, we're gonna go ahead and put our parking lot right in there. I'm thinking people come off the road, turn right, come over in here, turn right, and then they can park in here and walk to wherever they want to go in the little commercial area that we got going on here. There was one thing that I wanted to check out, and here it is: pathways. So for some reason, they put these in the landscaping tool. I have never used these before. On my other city that I'm playing, I was utilizing small roads and then the pedestrian street as the way to have a pedestrian walk. And that works okay. The issue with this is the service vehicles and delivery vehicles can drive on this. And that's not a huge deal, but it's not what I wanted. So we're going to go ahead and check out some of these pedestrian paths together because I've never seen these before. Let's see what we got. We have a pavement path, basic walking path, of course. A cable-styled pedestrian bridge, cool, covered bridge, and arc bridge. Oh, so these are kind of neat. Okay, so what can we do with this? Let's see. If we come over in here and we just kind of bridge across our main highway here and connect via a walkway to our other road over in here, and people can just walk across the highway to get over to the commercial area. So let's see, let's give this a go. Go to our landscape tool, pavement path, and these are supposed to be the exact same controls as a regular road. So I'm curious to see how this all works. Let's check out the cable pedestrian bridge first here. So we're gonna go, I'm gonna put this guy up. We'll put it at about 30 feet. Let's see if that works. So we'll get this guy placed. So I did read the reason why I'm starting with this bridge, if you're wondering what the heck is this guy doing. There is a bug apparently where there's an error with going over the roads. So the fix was to do the bridge first. So I'm kind of anticipating the bug. Of course, didn't ever see if it was actually going to happen or not, but I'm just going to go ahead and put this guy in like this. If we can find a good spot here. I was hoping that this would level out a little bit sooner. Let's go like this, and then I'm going to kind of go flat here, and we'll just get a little bit going on, like something like that. Okay, so now, as you can see, this little pathway is now connected to the main sidewalk here. So we should be able to have people going across. So let's go back over in here. We got to finish up our side of the bridge here. And we'll go to 0, and we'll bring this guy. I want to keep it 180 degrees. Oh, look at that. So it adds another little crosswalk here if you do that. I don't want that, but let's go about right here. And then we'll go ahead and we'll... that. Okay, and then let's go in here. We should be able to knock that crosswalk out of there. Just not where I want to have one. Great. Awesome. So, okay, we'll see if this is a good spot for this. I'm not sure. Kind of a weird place to start it in the middle of the industrial area like this. But I'm hoping that people can maybe go across this and check out our new little commercial zone. Another good place, of course, to do this would be more in the residential area. And maybe we could do a pedestrian bridge, like really long one across this whole deal. Let's go ahead and we'll try that. So I'm gonna go ahead and lay this out and let's see if I can make it work for us. I'll probably go with the cable style bridge again because I kind of like that one. All right, we got our bridge placed. So here we go. We got the path starting. And I realized that I didn't need to put in a bridge like I did before. I can just build it like a regular road and it puts the supports in. And then so we cross over the railway, of course. Gets a little funky right in here, where the land is a little bit higher, but it works out all right. Got people walking on it already. And then we come all the way over in here. I'm going to cross this street because if I stopped it over in here, the people have to cross the road anyways. So I'm just going to skip that step, and we're going to bring this guy all the way around here. And then when you end with the pedestrian path, you can put in a little crosswalk, and I thought that would be okay right there. We have a little bit of a connection now to our new commercial area from our residential stuff, right? This is residential, right? Yeah. Okay, perfect. I was like, this kind of looks like commercial. Did I screw that up? Didn't. Okay, we're looking great. We could also maybe put in a couple more office stuff, it looks like. So let's come back over in here. Let's fill in this guy right here with some more office stuff, and that should sate that demand for now. Cool. Yeah, and then we got this coming alive over in here. Let's go ahead and get these crosswalks out of there. We have a stoplight in there, but that's just fine. Okay, and this is backing up pretty badly over in here. So what's the scoop with that? Looks like we're coming around here. It's just a lot of single lane road back here. That might be part of the problem. And then, of course, we have a four-way intersection. I was reading a lot about many people are upset with how these operate. I would like to figure out how to get this to be focused on, like, I want a right turn lane to just be, like, able to do right turns whenever. But I'm not sure how to do that. There's other thing that I wanted to try. And, like, as I said before, as I'm driving around, I'm paying attention to how cities are built around here. And one thing that is typical is that roads kind of get a couple more lanes when you get close to an intersection like this. A couple of the lanes are designated to a certain direction, so left or right. So I'm curious on how that might work. I don't want to screw up the tram right in here. That's what all those people are standing around for. And all right, my space isn't quite right over here anyways, but that's something to consider trying. I don't want this whole way to be 6 lanes in this case. I was kind of hoping that I could maybe like stop like up in here. So maybe in the future, when I try and build some more roads, I'll try and keep that in mind, and we will upgrade that little span to see if it makes a difference. We can, of course, implement our controls that we have for now, the no left turn, no forward, no right, and dictate it a little bit. But that does control the entire road and not just a lane. I'm really hoping that we get some tools to specify lanes, forward, left, right, whatever, no U-turns, all that stuff. So just like we had in the first City Skylines where that mod, I can't think of the name of the mod. I hope that somebody does the mod like that, or the devs do. I know that they're taking care of their game. It's going to be a while for things to happen. I did read a little thing that said there will be no paid DLC until some of the kinks are worked out of the base game. So that's great. You know, some people would argue that we probably should just have waited a little bit longer to get City Skylines 2 until you have it fixed and working how you want it to be. And I would agree with that. That all aside, we have a pretty decent game. I'm pretty happy with this. Sure, it's not running at, 120 FPS right now or anything, but it works well enough. I'm currently sitting at 25 FPS if you're just curious of what we got going on here. So we're doing all right. Looks like we do need some more basic residential stuff. We've been doing a ton of that. As you can see, we have tons of stuff filled in over in here. And we'll probably have to grab some more land. It looks like we could build a little bit more in here, and we probably will. The other thing that I was kind of thinking about is we have this really nice area over in here where we did put in some logging area. Another signature building we got to put in. I was kind of thinking about maybe putting another one up here just to kind of take advantage of this really dense, nice forest that we have going on over in here. So I think I'll do that too. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll be back in just a moment. All right, we got all sorts of new homes coming in. We got this little area over in here, and we built a whole bunch. Oh, big town. Excellent. We built a whole bunch over in here, and we put in the first high school in the town, so that's pretty great. We already have 127 students working there. Working? Yeah, schools work. Yeah, they've got 127 people working there already, so that's wonderful. We got that happening. We did look a little bit more on some police coverage, and we're doing all right. There's, of course, a couple spots still that are still not as green as I would like, but I'm just going to let it be for now, so we'll do that. And then I did put in a couple more parks. And then, of course, up over in here, the other thing I mentioned, we got this guy going on right in here. The soft ends. 59 Thornton Street wood people. So we got that happening. 96% efficiency already, so that's working pretty good. We got those going on, and look at that. Even our low density demand is still very, very high. Let's go ahead and we'll get a couple of these signature buildings placed. Film Actor Mansion. Okay, looks kind of cool. All right, let's come over in here, and let's put this kind of in our new little area. What's the buff on this? Ooh, +4 well-being within 1,094 yards. That's not too bad. Let's see if we can find a good little spot here. Look at this. We got a couple open areas over in here. So let's plop this guy right there. Wonderful. And then we have the Streamlined Diner. Let's get this guy over in here somewhere. What's the buff? +3 well-being, -1% import cost citywide. Nice. And then +1 attractiveness citywide. Not too bad. Let's plop this guy. We'll go on a main road here. We'll do this right on the corner. That'll be fine. A little diner action for the people around here. Sweet. Okay, looking good. We got all that started up, and now this little area. So I didn't fill in this space over in here because I wanted to develop this intersection. So I mentioned that in the last episode where we want to kind of be able to change this into a 4-way and have access to the highway from the 4-lane road here. So with our leveling up now, we should be able to get intersections. There's that for 4. Okay, and let's see what else we can do. I think we'll go for a couple of points in our parks and rec. Let's do park maintenance, and then let's go sports parks, and then let's do large parks, and then that's all of our points. So we'll get a couple more parks going on. That'll be cool. There's some kind of neat things in here. Go check these out for a minute. Large parks, we have large city park, large plaza, large playground. Could do a couple of these. Look at all that nice, huge green area coverage. We'll go ahead and we'll plop this guy as our playground. Let's get this guy going kind of over in here. We'll put you about right there. And then we have sports parks, tennis court, outdoor gym, skate park, basketball court. These are all kind of cool. Let's go ahead. We'll get a skate park going on. Look, we got all sorts of space on this road back here. We'll get that guy going right there. Cool. And we'll throw in a basketball court. We'll kind of go over in here and do it off the main road as well. Perfect. Okay. A couple of those guys coming in. Okay, so let's see. So we have our intersection. So if you play the first City Skylines, they didn't have these in the same way. There was a couple little intersection-y things, but there was all sorts of mods, and they had intersections like these. So it's kind of great that these are now just built in the game. I'm really happy about that. It's cool. So we have a couple options here. So the 3-way intersection here on the highway is interesting because I need 3 highway places, and then I'm going to need a not highway place. So 4-way intersections, we have a couple options here. So roundabout interchange, a 3-level roundabout interchange with moderate traffic capacity. So we don't need a ton of traffic handling right now, but this is really hard to see with all the things on it. We'll go over here just so we can kind of see these maybe a little bit better. It's really hard to see these. So we have our highway connections on the north and south, I'm going to call it. And then the east and west are just the regular old connections. So see, this one isn't really going to fit well for what I need. Cloverleaf, we have kind of the same thing, except we have only highway connections. And I think that might be what we have to kind of deal with. So let's bring this back over in here. And as you can see, this thing is monstrous. So we are going to need to buy a tile or two here to get this to fit up in this space. And I was kind of hoping that I kind of lined this up better, but it doesn't look like I quite did. So we're going to have to delete this road a little bit in here and do some movement around, because I do want it to come off this point. So we'll have to adjust the highways. Not that big of a deal, just something that we're going to have to think about doing. So let's go in here and we're going to go ahead and do that. And I'm going to buy a couple of these tiles. We'll do this 3. We're going to get in here and we're going to get some adjustments on this highway. I got one connection left that I wanted to bring you guys back and show you something. This tool I found really helpful when you're building highways. It's called the parallel tool right here. Get that guy on and you can change the spacing. So what this is going to do is going to place the roads parallel with each other. So when you're building highways like this where you got 2 lanes one way and 2 lanes the other, this is a really handy tool to utilize. So what I'm going to do right here, what I have been doing, since this cloverleaf had 3 lanes, we had the 2 that is going straight and then the 1 kind of offshoot. I'm using the 3-lane one-way for a little while, kind of about like right there. And then I've been switching to the 2-lane highway. Gonna kind of get this guy going like that. So this is what that parallel tool does. It draws things at the same time. It's just super handy. So now I'm done. That's it. Really great. So that's the cloverleaf. We got that placed. It's kind of weird. This highway has the elevated part here. So I kind of had to, of course, ramp up. And that's what we got going on here. But I think it'll be all right. All right, so let's get this thing started. And I got to show you the on and off place for this. It's not great at all. But here it is. So we go ahead and they're coming down over in here, coming off the highway. Let's slow this down just a second. And people are coming in. And then this road here has a no left turn. So they can only, well, they really have to merge together. And then we're going on a regular on 2-lane street. Go over here and then we can split out and then we're off onto the highway. So we're looking good there. All that works. And then we come over in here into an intersection, kind of a weird shape intersection, but I think it'll work just fine. We could throw a roundabout in there. But, yeah, you know what? We'll do that. Go ahead and we'll throw a roundabout in there. Big boy. Perfect. Let's see how that works. I think it'll be okay because this isn't terribly busy right now, but, of course, could become more busy later. Okay, so we do have a little bit more office demand. Let's, maybe we'll put an office kind of more close to the residential areas. We do have our nice little diner going on over in here. Let's put a couple of offices right by it. Let's kind of fill in this corner maybe. We'll do like that. Get a little bit of office park going on. That should be pretty good. Let that go ahead. Let's go buzz over in here and we'll check on our little commercial space. And it's getting a little bit busier around here. Look at how many cars. Holy cow. This is thick with cars over here. And I'm guessing that maybe these intersections are a little bit too close together. I might have to knock out maybe the 2 middle ones here because I have a stop here. Yeah, that's just not looking that great. This is a busy one. So maybe we'll knock this one out and knock this one out. And then let's come over in here and let's upgrade this road to a 4-lane road. Let's go on that side. See how that works out. We'll let that go. Oh, this is a divided highway as well. I should point that out over in here. When I put this in, I did do a divided highway. It's kind of hard to tell. Let's see if we can get a good angle. Yeah, you can kind of see it. Yeah, so we have a median in here. That was really to prevent U-turns right in here. That's kind of what I was thinking, and it seems to work pretty well. So great. We got people coming off there. It looks good. I'm hoping that that'll alleviate some of our pressures in other spots of the town, like over in here. So people have more than one place where they can enter the town. So kind of interesting. This is a really busy area apparently. So we'll probably have to have pathfinding failed. What? Uh-oh. I bet you I know what happened. It's probably when we did the road change over in here. We need to get our tram roads. That's you, this, and we'll do our upgrade. Okay, fix that one. Did it fix this one? Okay, so that was the problem. apparently our parking lot doesn't have electricity because I took it out. Go ahead and we'll move this guy. We'll plop it about right over in here. See how that works for us. It should be good for power, and that'll work okay. And you know what we could do, now that we're utilizing him, we could do a pavement path kind of like right through here. Got people walking here. Maybe we don't need to do that, but something we could do. Oh, I did want to try this someplace. So I was reading that it could be very useful to do like a pathway like this where it connects the two roads, but it obviously doesn't like that. It says invalid shape. Oh, that works. So I'm gonna slide down over in here and we'll put this guy in right here. It was having a problem going over in here. You can't kind of tie in with this crosswalk. I was hoping that I could just extend this. Didn't work. So I came over in here and this was gonna work a little bit better. So now people have this bridge where they can just walk across, and look at that. Perfect. So instead of having to walk, that guy would have had to walk all the way down here, come all the way around and up to here. So now instead we have this little blip. So now they can go visit their friends and people who live right across the road here. This is going to slow this down a little bit, of course, but we're kind of in the suburbs and our neighborhoods over in here. Shouldn't be that big of a problem. So cool. I really like that tool. I'm glad that I found that. We're going to be utilizing that a lot more. Let's go see what we got going on here. What's your problem now? Ooh, high crime, no education, unreliable healthcare. Okay, well, go ahead and we'll grab our education. Let's see what we got going on here. Oh yeah, that's big red. Not good at all. Let's go for, how are we doing on capacity? Capacities are really good. We have lots of school space. Let's go ahead. We'll get this guy going right there in the corner. That should be pretty good, pretty satisfying for those peeps. And we'll go ahead and we'll check our police. And it looks like we do need another police station over in here. Holy cow. A lot of these guys, it looks like. All right, well, we'll get that guy going here. And I'm going to upgrade this as well. And can we upgrade this school at all? Yeah, let's get in here. We'll do some upgrades. This is going to be the extension wing. More space for people. We got a playground we could even tuck in here. That'll work. And then we have the children's clinic. I don't really have enough space for that, so we'll leave it like that. That playground looks kind of dumb like that, but we'll keep it, I guess. Coming back over to our little commercial area, we should be able to get our high-density residential demand going on here. So let's check that out. We're going to go right here, high density. And since we have all of these commercial areas, you can see that there's this little thing over this, not enough customers. So one way we can fix that is if we go for some high density stuff, and we can just kind of like do a little bit of that, and we'll do a little bit of this, and we'll see how that fills in. Our demand is dropping quite quickly, and this is going to work because this is going to be high density. There's going to be a lot of people in that area, which is also going to supply a lot of people to buy some of these goodies. So this area is going to get really busy here at some point, and probably not right away, but we're going to be getting a lot of people coming and going, and with these high density residential areas going in here, it's gonna be a lot. Looks like we still have more office space demand. Getting all sorts of that right now. We'll go ahead and we'll plop an office right there. And I do want to kind of leave this space open because I want to expand a little bit further to the left here with some more roads. So we already have our four-way intersections here. I'm just gonna kind of bring this out, go like that. And we're going to go for one more for right now up over in here. Keep that 90 degrees, keep the line. I really like the guidelines and tools that Cities Skylines offers in the base game. We didn't, if I recall, in the first game have like the angles on the right side there, the 90 degrees. We did have these lines that kind of show when things line up nicely. Like now we know that we're parallel with that road that's just north of us. Really, really great. I like that stuff a lot. Okay, so we got these guys. Let's go ahead and we might as well connect them. And we could maybe do some more services or something on this end. Let's go ahead and this is going to be a nice spot for some office action. Put that there, and I think that'll be pretty good for now. And I am going to go ahead and put in some more high-density residential stuff over in here. And of course, when we're doing residential stuff, we got to have a lot of the residential-y things. So let's get some park action happening. I'm going to go ahead and use up a little bit of this commercial area for some of that. We're going to go right in here for park action. And then, let's see, we got school. Of course, we need another elementary school over in here. And this will work really great out over in here for that. We'll pop that right there. That should satisfy that need. And maybe the need over in here. So that's not so bad. get this guy going, and then of course we'll do our little extension wing, and you know, let's put in another playground. Okay, looking good. This is going to take some time to develop, but now we got these really cool, really tall apartment looking buildings. Really cool. I'm really happy about those. And I think that's going to be it for this episode of Cities Skylines 2. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you on the next. Have a fantastic and amazing rest of your evening, day, or night.